Singapore is stepping up its efforts to support the growth of the marine and offshore sector. The Agency for Science, Technology and Research, also known as A*STAR, is setting aside $30 million to start research programs in the oil and gas equipment and the services sector. Senior Minister of State for Trade and Industry S. Iswaran announced this is the 18th International Oil and Gas Industry Exhibition and Conference on Tuesday. A*STAR will collaborate with local universities to carry out research in areas that are of particular interest to oil and gas industry. For instance, one of the 3 R&D programs will focus on electronic components that can withstand temperatures higher than 200 degrees Celsius and can therefore be used in drilling equipment. Moving on, the National Energy Board has kicked off its Arctic offshore drilling review by meeting with territorial and federal leaders in the north. Gayton Karen, chair of the federal regulator, met privately with Northwest Territories Premier Floyd Rowland and Energy Minister Bob McLeod in Yellowknife on November 24th to discuss infrastructure, devolution and the oil companies that are eager to start drilling. McLeod told the board that North lacks ports and frontline emergency assistance, which are integral to the kind of drilling under consideration. Deep Down Incorporated, an oil field services company specializing in complex deepwater and ultra-deepwater oil production distribution system support services, today announced it has commenced support related to the installation of surface and subsea hardware offshore West Africa, as previously announced on April 22nd, 2010 this year. The offshore scope of work is scheduled to be completed during the 4th quarter of 2010. DP2 offshore installation vessel previously departed from the U.S. Gulf of Mexico to West Africa with all equipment and hardware required for the work, including 3,000-meter work class ROV system, ROV tooling, ADS diving system and surface diving, manufactured subsea and surface hardware, and umbilical installation equipment and survey spread. The vessel and equipment will be returning to the U.S. Gulf of Mexico upon completion of the scope of work, pending other requirements in the region or locations en route. We will be back shortly with some more in the maritime industry. See you then.